What's up, you guys? My name is Jamie with Game coming at you with some Minecraft. Oh my gosh, I'm back. What? Question mark? Huh? What? Yeah, don't ask many questions. It scares me. Anyways, let me get a drink of juice before we even start this. Today is one of those days. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so today if you can't tell by the title, we're going to be learning stuff about redstone and redstone torches. You know what redstone is? Huh? My angry dude is really angry. You don't know what redstone is. Redstone and redstone torches. So let's get right into it. Yeah, you see all this stuff. That's me being prepared because it gets confusing. Redstone is in fact that, and redstone torch. If you don't know what redstone and redstone torches is, then please just do something with yourself. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, but so let's get right into it. Redstone and redstone torches in general. Redstone, anything that has to do with redstone, is like. It's like power, it's like electricity in this game, alright? So when you want to power things, when you want to turn things on, when you turn things off, when you want things to stop working, when you want things to start working, redstone is how you do it. Especially when it comes to like pistons, sticky pistons, redstone lamps, blah 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 blah, all that junk. So redstone, as you can see here, this is what redstone looks like when it is, that's not redstone, is a lever. So this is what redstone looks like when it is not powered. It's dark red, nothing's happening. I try to turn things on like a redstone lamp, nothing's happening. No power is being gotten. Redstone by itself is basically like a wire that's not plugged in. Now, to plug a wire in this game, you simply give it power. With any of these source block power sources of magic sorcery stuff. So, redstone torches, which is what we're going to be talking about a little bit later, is one of the main ways of giving a redstone line power. Now, when it comes to redstone power, they can be powered up to 15 blocks away from their source block of power. So if this was our source block right here, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right here would be the last. And as you can kind of tell how the brightness is on, I'm not sure if you can see it through my TV, but you can kind of see that it's kind of bright and you can tell that it's on compared to something that's off right here. It's glowing, and sometimes it'll get off that redstone dust, unlike when the redstone is off, it'll give off this weird dust particle thing. So right here at 15, it's still powered. So say, for example, we replace that with a redstone lamp. It's still powered. That block is being powered into that. Now, on the other hand, if we try to continue to lead when there's no power connecting... Oh, did it just get greener? As you can see right here, the lamp is not being powered because this isn't powered. Alright? So that's just something to know about that. They can go up to 15 blocks away from the source block. And that works with any kinds of power. So a lever, for example, 15 blocks. And you see they go exactly the same. It's any source block of any sort. Doesn't matter whether it's a lever, a redstone torch, a button. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to catch this one. Yeah, but you kind of saw it. Stone... pressure pad, same thing, and a wooden pressure pad. Okay? Now, like I said, it goes any 15 blocks away from the source block. And it's not just in one direction, it's any 15 blocks away. Okay, so it doesn't even matter if you go right next to it. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And as you can see on the 16th one, there is no power. So if I did this, 0 power. Did this though, power. Okay. And yeah, so it goes 15 blocks away from where the redstone leads. That's why in this situation, which is a little bit different, as you can see there's this little square thing. You're like, wait, so does it go this way and then around here and up there? But if we count that, that'd be 1. If we went like that, be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and on. You're like, hey, wait a minute, did you just say 15 blocks? I did, and there's a little specification when it comes to that. It's 15 blocks in the shortest distance that it can get to its end. So, even though this redstone does this little loop right here, this loop right here does nothing. If that loop didn't exist, it wouldn't matter. So, so if we were trying to power a block down here, that loop would not matter. So let me give you an example. So it's basically the redstone line goes the shortest distance it can till it gets to its power source. So if we count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we could skip that one because there's no point of going around in a square. It goes the shortest distance towards its till its end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which means if we move this block right here, no power. 16. Now, like I said, if we break this, nothing will change. Everything will stay the same. Okay? Nothing changes in this situation if we power that. This is completely obsolete. Even this block right here is obsolete, or this block right here is obsolete. As long as it gets to its spot, nothing happens. Okay, so just remember that it can go in a square. This can happen right here. Nothing is changing right now because it goes the shortest distance away. That looks like some kind of like tic-tac-toe. Let me finish that. It looks like it's like hopscotch. I wish I could like have paint on my feet. Woohoo! Yeah, sidetracked. Okay, so say for example you're setting up a redstone lead and you want it to be hidden from your friends because you don't want them to smash your things, or you just want it to look nice and pretty and you don't want to have all this redstone showing out above ground. So say for example I did that. I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and cover up. Well, of course you can't. One thing to note is you can't put a block right over redstone. You know, it takes up a block of space, so you know it doesn't go right over it. So let's say I want to cover it up. So I start covering it up. I'm like, bam. Oh, wait, what happened to my lamp? You see, lamp goes off. Why does it go off? You're like, I'm freaking out, dude. Come on, who broke my stuff? Because that's what you guys sound like. Yeah, so the problem is that redstone can't travel through solid blocks. Let me give you an example real quick. Bam, bam, bam. We try to power that. We continue our lead. Oh, what happened? It's not going through. Even if we try to go underneath and then cover it up, still can't go through a solid block, therefore cannot continue the lead. So there's a couple of ways of, there's a couple of ways, but only because of one simple rule. Redstone can in fact go through half blocks. And when I say half blocks, I mean literally like half slabs, such as that. Okay, half slabs. You see, there's no problem. It's going right through. It looks like it's getting cut off, but it continues right through. There's a couple other blocks, like if you ever used Ender portal, an enchantment table. I think there was another one I seen somewhere. Where was it? It was a weird one. I was like, let me try this one out. We did. Let me try. Let me just show you that steps also work. Steps. I think that was the only other half block thingy thing in this game, right? Yeah. So, say for example you're using enchantment tables. Let me cut it off down here, I guess. Let me just replace this one. Blam, perfectly fine. And blam, perfectly fine. Also in steps, like I said, blam, not a full block. As you can see, it looks like a full block. It's missing that little, rectangular piece right there. Not a full block though, therefore goes right through. Now, like I showed you here earlier, although this is not getting power, well, let me switch back to my grass. Ver out thou grass. Even though this isn't getting powered, it can still power the surrounding blocks around it. Let me show you over here. So you got your redstone torch. It's being powered. It's powering this block right here in the center. But as you can see, it's also powering the block below it, behind it, left, right, and above it. But it's not powering these corner blocks. I just wanted to show you that it wouldn't power diagonal blocks at all. No diagonals are working here, man. So basically, say for example this was dirt instead, worked perfectly exactly the same. See how all those same ones lit up? Only this one gets lit up. That's one question I have, which I don't fully understand. It looks like redstone can have the power fall off the edge of it, so it still powers that one. But to power the rest of these, you need a block right there in the center to fill up the rest that you want to power up. And like I said, that won't be powered up, that's not powered up, that's not powered up. All the diagonals not powered up. Okay, you got that? You got that? Remember, if I'm going too fast, remember, either let me know in the comments or simply rewind the video if I'm going way too fast for you guys. Sorry if I am. First video trying this out. Thought I'd help you out a little bit. Yeah, and so anyways, like I explained just a second ago, it hangs off the edge for some reason. Not 100% sure why, but hey, don't, you know, sometimes it may be for easier reasons, I don't know. Okay, so that's the basics of redstone. Okay, that's as basic as it's gonna get. And like I said, later videos will explain what you could use it for, but right now we're going over the basics, so then later in the game when I go over this stuff, you won't be confused. Alright, so let's get on to redstone torches. Redstone torches are power that's always on. As you can see right here, this block has all these redstone torches coming off of it. It's power in each direction perfectly fine. Bam, bam, bam. Like I said, from the source block, this would be the source block because the redstone is over that block, in fact. And it can power 15. I'm not going to do that because you get the idea. Now, there's a couple. The only problem people have with redstone, the only problem with redstone is that it's always on, as you can see, like that. Like it's always on. See, with a lever, you can turn it on and you can turn it off. Buttons, they go on and then they go off. Pressure pads, they're on, you step off, they're off. Same thing, on and then off. But but redstone torches are always on. Always on. But there's a couple of ways of fixing that, okay? Now, you're wondering probably why would you want to ever fix that? Why would you ever want to turn off a redstone torch? Now, here's a perfect example right here, which I will explain later. Don't ask too many questions of how this is happening, but this is just what you would be working towards. Say, for example, we got ourselves a little door, which let's try to act like it's an actual door. Cover it up a little bit. You're like, hey, dude, that's super cool door that you got there. It's not inconspicuous or confusing. Sheep. Thank you. Sheeps. You have your door like, oh snap, that's not inconspicuous or strange at all. Let me go right through it. Because as I told you, that's what you guys sound like. So say we have this redstone torch. It's powering these two pistons right here, which are closing the door. Because of course, if you had a door like this, you wouldn't want to always be open. Okay, so you're powering always on, and you're like, dude, I don't want them always on. How could I turn them off? You could simply just break the redstone torch, but then, you know, like, why would you want to do that? You don't want to keep on placing things like that. Sheep, you're really grinding my gears right now, bro. I need a drink. It's stressing me out. Also, sorry if the angle is a little off. I'm trying a new setup. It's still my phone, as you can tell by the quality. For all you old viewers, for you new viewers, you're gonna have to deal with it for now. I have to deal with it. Oh, that looks really nice in the distance. You see that, the red? I can't even see it on my screen. You see the redstone? That looks super cool. It looks like a red, like a lava pool. Wow, I just got really close to my camera. Sorry about that. Sorry if I just scared your eardrums. And back to business. Say we want to turn this off and even want to just break that redstone torch. We could use a lever to give this block power right here. Which, if you just watch real quick, I'll explain a little bit more in detail. Right now, as you see, giving it power, that turns off, allowing these to turn off, which these are powering, blam blam, and blam blam, opening it. And look at that, we got perfect power. And I think if it gets a little more confusing if I try to turn it off the other way. Like I said, I'll explain it in a second. So let me turn that off. So, redstone torches give out the power. Now you see in this situation, redstone is going this way, redstone is going that way. They don't cancel each other out. They're perfectly in sync with each other. There's nothing happening in that situation. There's just two on positions. Sheep, why? Oh my gosh. Guys, I don't want to have to kill a sheep, but you know, sometimes you gotta pimp slap a sheep, you know? You gotta pimp slap them. I don't know how you pimp slap a sheep. I don't know. Oh my god. You okay there? Sir? Are you okay? let me get back to business. I'm getting distracted. Sheeps and all. Look at animals. I need to put like a fence around this next time. Okay, so one way of turning off redstone torches is by giving power to a block that they are connected to. As you can see right here. So if I put a redstone, so this block is being powered. All right, it's getting energy. Okay, this dirt block, and because of that, it negates the effects of this redstone torch. So if I put it, well, you see, it gets energy for a second, then it figures out, oh yeah, we're supposed to be off. Oop, off. Oop, off. But yeah, so it negates the effects of redstone torches. Okay, so that block is being powered. If I take away the power from that block, they'll be on, no problem whatsoever. But they get powered, they're off. Now another way to turn off redstone torches or negate the effects of redstone torches, and if you want to go straight up with a redstone lead of power, is to simply stack them like so. So you got yourself a redstone torch, you put a dirt block or any sort of block above it, except for glass. I'll say that now because later in the game we'll go over, well, later in this whole series of tutorials, we'll go over glass and redstone and how they do. I think it's glass and ice are two of the weird ones, but I'm not 100% sure. I know glass 100%, but I'm not so sure about ice. Nonetheless, don't use glass in this for this dirt block. Don't use glass. Let me see if I can give you an example real quick. I think it should work. I could be wrong right now, but I'm 95% sure I'm right. Yeah, as you can see, I replaced it with that. Redstone power does not go through this block, therefore this block is not being affected by that one. So there's no power going into this block. It's not negating the effects. They're both on. But dirt blocks absorb the power. They use the power. They love power because they're power hungry. They're the dictators of our world. I don't know. So this is getting its powers negated. Now, if I do the same thing above, look at that. So since redstone torches can only be on or off, there's no middleman. By negating the effects of this negating the effects of that, and since this has no negating effects, it simply is off. It doesn't give any power to this, so this is on. Same thing if we keep going up. Bam, that should be off. And the thing about this is, each of these redstone torches act just like a regular redstone torch. They'll go 15 blocks away from the distance that they're at, because they're completely their own separate block. So if I power that, that should work perfectly fine. And if I go, let me try to build out a tad. Do 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 do. Bam bam bam. But look at the moon. I love getting distracted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No power because this isn't our source block, but in fact this is our source block. Okay? And that's a lot easier way of, just in general powering things above ground without having to, like most people, they'd build steps. They'd build steps that go up and then, because they would like, I want to power my lamp in the ceiling. Let me go do this. And, man, that looks weird. Why is there steps in my house? It doesn't look as nice. This looks a little bit better. It looks a little nicer. So, yeah. And the thing is about these powering the redstone torches, negating the effects of the redstone torches, is that they always start from the bottom. Because they started from the bottom and now we're here. Okay? I had to do it. They started from the bottom. Okay? So, they always start from the bottom. They don't start from the first one you place, but in fact, they start from the bottom. So that means that the bottom one will always be on, and as you can see, let me stack them a couple so I can show you a little bit better. Bam, 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 bam. As you can see, this one's on, off, on, on, off, on, off. But if I put one right below it, it starts, now I've made a new starting point at the bottom. So on, off, and now the top one is in fact on. Which really helps if you're trying to turn your lights off, on and on. Yeah, because you just want them on all the time. That's great for your electric bill, what? But let me try to give you a little example of how this can help. Say for example, you have your light up here. Bam. Got your light up here. Alright, let me try to make it look a little nicer. Make it look more... Say that was your roof. You got your light up here. But you want to have your... You want to be able... First, you want to have your light always off. So you're like, how do I do that? That's always powered. There's a simple way of doing it. This is going to get confusing, so keep up, okay? Pay attention, class. Pay attention. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Bam, this is just a little fun with redstone we're doing right now. So first you want to have it always off. So how do we do that? We want to power this block right here and have it always powered. Now this is going to be really helpful in the later episodes, so make sure you pay attention here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this block right here, okay? And there's going to be a redstone torch. Now this redstone is letting out the lead like we did earlier over here. See how the redstone, when it's on the side, can still power it? It's powering this, okay? So now this is always off. This is always on, this is always off. This is just to help you guys know that no matter like how far your ceiling is, you don't have to build around the fact that this might not be able to get turned on, okay? So just remember that. So you got your redstone torch, it's powering this block, which turns that one on, which turns this one on, blah, 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 all the way to the top. So it's always off now, as you can see, it's not on. Alright, which lights should usually always be off, you know. That'd be really sucky if they were always on, you had to turn them off. Like they were like ghosts or something like that. I don't know. Okay, and so now let's say this was our light switch right here. Okay, we're like, hey dude, it's really dark in your house, man. Can you light it up a little bit? Sure, man. Oh, snap. That's really cool. This is how my friends talk, right? We talk like robots. So, as you can see, the light is on. If I switch my little light switch off again, sorry, it's hard to see. But as you can see, let me go close to it just so I can prove. I gotta prove to you guys my abilities. I didn't even know it worked like that. Okay, yeah, so this is always on. Yellow means on. Okay, and we turned on our light switch. He was like, alright, well, when you're leaving my house, you think you can turn off the lights, man? I got a budget I gotta keep up, you know? Like, sure, man, here you go. You see, the lights are off. Thanks a lot, dude. They're totally off. Let me go fly in the sky and make sure that they're off. Why is the world flat? Where's my house? Okay. Yeah, I'm weird, okay. Yeah, so as you can see, that's how that works. So, on, and, oops, off. There we go. So those are just a couple of tricks and tips about redstone and redstone torches. If you like this video, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, like, you know, all those other beautiful things that you can do on your beautiful fingers. And let me see, I think there was one more thing I want to show you guys. Oh yeah, there's one thing I want to show as a little trick and tip. I'm not going to put it in its own video because it's simply short and sweet. You probably always wondered why there was a difference between stone and wooden pressure pads. Because you both step on them, you're like, hey dude, what the hell is the difference? I mean, maybe if I'm making a wood floor and I want to put wood. But they're not actually used for that. And they're used for much more complicated things, and I'm surprised people haven't, you know, taken advantage of them. But, you know, whatever. So, a stone pressure pad is a stone pressure pad. Wooden pressure pad is wooden. But the thing is, wooden pressure pads can also be affected by things getting thrown on them. As you can see, I threw that redstone on there, and it is in fact powered, so it's 15, the source block is there, blah blah blah. But when I tried this, no matter how much I throw on there, wait. No matter how much I throw on there, still doesn't want to turn itself on. Come on, maybe if I put heavier things? No, it doesn't matter what you throw on there. Bam, nothing is going to affect that. But simply putting one block of any kind on top of a wooden pressure pad will in fact turn it on. Thought I'd let you guys know because it's pretty cool, alright? So let's just go over what we learned today. Because, you know, we're teachers and stuff like that. So you got your redstone. Redstone can go in any direction up to 15 blocks from its source block. Whether that be a lever, a button, redstone torch, blah blah blah, goes up 15 blocks. And it goes 15 blocks from its direction. I mean, from its source block. In any direction. So whatever 15 blocks away from it, away from the 15 redstone blocks, I guess I could say. Let me clarify that. 15 redstone blocks away will be block will be that. I'm trying to like sum it up without being like repetitive. Redstone, yeah, like I said, it goes up 15 blocks away. So this whole jazz right here does nothing. It could literally be deleted, and nothing would change about the fact that this goes 15 blocks away. It cannot go through whole blocks, but it can go through half blocks. It also can, when blocks are powered, they can power the surrounding blocks around them, and also this little hang-off thing that I'm still trying to figure out. Then you have yourself redstone torches, which can be powered, which power in any direction, as we said before. They can be turned off by putting a line of power through a block that they're connected to. What else did we learn? They can also be powered straight up and down simply by stacking them with a block, not glass. Remember that, not glass. Because let me see if I can just show you right now. If we did this, then our little thingy, would it work? No, it wouldn't work at all, would it? Oops, that's not what I meant. Yep, it wouldn't work at all. With that glass there, we negated the effects of our entire light source. That could be a way to troll your friends. Simply replace one block with a glass block, and their whole world will just fall into despair. And it makes it look a lot nicer than doing steps. And remember, whatever the one on the bottom is the one that's always on. So work from the bottom, also known as started from the bottom. Now we here. Alright guys, again, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.